The land of the unknown where it never get dark, I was born and brought up to be in the light. It was a law of survival never to let light go off in the dark. The penalty for the violation of the law is death by unknown beast. The law existed from generation to generation. It was a practice that became law due to long time of existence. In my domain, do all you can before nightfall and lock your family with lights on in your room. Do not come out or make loud noises, no matter what you hear or see. None dares to fight the beast, no matter who you lost. We just mourn our lost loved ones in silence and helplessness. My name is Xena. Everyone calls me the battle angel. My parents lost their lives to the beast while trying to save me. I went out at night to look for my teddy bear. I was only 8 when my parents found out I was missing. They ran out calling my name. My mom saw me and asked me to keep mute, but I watched the beast consuming my parents and I could do nothing. I watched the beast consume my parents but kept mute with excruciating pain. I opened my mouth but my throat were too small to make a sound. I vowed to kill the beast when I'm strong and old enough to make the decision without being stopped. Everyone was so shocked to find me alive and unharmed. This was how I was nicknamed, the Battle Angel, the only survivor who saw the face of the beast alive. I was raised by my grandfather who taught me everything I know including skills. He would always say you are a special child. I tried to persuade the war chief in my domain and all youth to fight against the beast, but I was told to carry out my responsibility of marrying and giving birth before coming to persuade them. They thought having a child and husband will stop me from thinking about revenge. Everyone abide by the rules and regulations and the beast had little or no body to eat. As a result of this, the beast will make scary and loud noises to scare people, or frightening them to off their lights, but people were already wise enough to avoid being eaten. One day, we suddenly stopped hearing noises from the beast and there was no death. It was a shocking news, not to have death or a missing person in 3 days, not to talk of a month. Some warriors were sent outside to see if the beast was really gone and they confirmed it. Everyone was happy for freedom. The king called for night celebrations. Few people attended this celebration because others were still scared, and the celebrations was a success. More night celebrations followed. Everyone started to live a normal life. They do whatever they want at their convenient time. One night I was looking through the window and I noticed the beast hiding in the branch of a tree. People were outside, light were off, yet he killed or ate no one. The next morning I tried to persuade the chief warrior, the king and the villagers that the unknown beast is still out there. I was laughed at and told I was hallucinating. I tried to tell everyone to abide by the former rule. They all laughed at me except my grandfather who believed me. The 18th birthday of the king's eldest son was celebrated, and it was the tradition of the people to crown the heir to the throne on their 18th birthday. The king was happy to invite everyone to celebrate with the prince. The prince was crowned and celebrated and refreshments was shared among everyone present. After the celebration while people was on their way home, some of them were eaten, killed, injured and some got home safely. The next day it was discovered that 12 people were eaten and 9 people was half eaten including the crown prince. It was a great loss to the land, mostly the death of the crown prince, who was half-eaten by the unveiled beast. Then, the battle angel, Xena was remembered because she warned everyone, catastrophe has befall the land, and all the villagers had was glimpse or no hope. The king became sad, depressed, numb and shocked. My own son will not die in vain. He shouted and ordered the war chief to mobilize the warriors for war. I will fight along with the warriors and anyone who is ready to revenge and save our home should join this fight for freedom, the king said angrily. This order and information from the king did not sit right with the people. Now he wants us to fight and lose our lives because he lost his son, some of the villagers gossiped. Does he think we are kids? We have been losing people, but he kept deaf ears. Now he lost his son and felt our pain. I will nor let my son fight because of his loss, others murmured and grumbled among themselves. The people refused to fight and disobeyed the king's orders except Xena, who has been waiting for the opportunity to take revenge for her late parents. Disregard for the king's words was not a problem until death became frequent. This was because the unveiled beast studied the people with the months he didn't attack them. The unveiled beast mastered a way of luring people into his trap. The death of people increased every day and numbers of dead and missing people became outrageous. The beast killed as many as he can and people became uncomfortable. Some warriors ran to the king and accepted to fight, saying, "We have no hope. If we fight, we might be able to live even if our chances are slim." Warriors were mobilized and I, Xena, was ready. We were 20 in number and was trained for 7 days. My grandfather gave me a very bright touch he made and told me he don't know why the unveiled beast don't attack people in the light. He suggested it might help. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for part 2. Please don't forget to comment and share.